Get ready for cargo shots from the Strait Times, presented by Hactl. Here's a weekly roundup of the latest air freight and logistics news.
Why is Qatar Airways cargo rapidly adding capacity across Asia, the Americas and Europe? And what is driving the rise in cargo volumes at Brussels Airport? Stay with us as we unpack the biggest developments that shaped global air cargo this week. I am Nikita Sebastian and this is Cargo Shots presented by Hactl. Qatar Airways cargo is expanding capacity across Asia, the Americas, Europe, Africa and the Middle East through additional passenger flights and freighter operations as global cargo demand rises. The airline said the network changes will increase overall cargo capacity by 12% while strengthening connectivity through its Doha hub. Asia accounts for some of the largest increases in the expansion plan, with higher frequencies that added freighter services across Hong Kong, Dhaka, Kathmandu, Kuala Lumpur, Shanghai and Tokyo Haneda. The airline is also launching new belly-hold cargo operations to Caracas and Bogota from July 22, 2026. The carrier is also expanding cargo connectivity across Europe, Africa and the Middle East through resumed passenger services, additional freighter rotations and aircraft upgrades. Qatar Airways Cargo said the expanded network will support trade flows between East and West through Hamad International Airport using its fleet of Boeing 777 freighters and passenger aircraft. DHL Express has launched Heavyweight Express, a new international air cargo service for shipments weighing up to 1,000 kilograms per piece and 3,000 kilograms per shipment. The service targets industries requiring time-sensitive movements of heavyweight cargo, including automotive technology and pharmaceuticals. DHL said the offering combines express delivery speeds with guaranteed transit times, end-to-end visibility and fixed pricing through its network spanning more than 220 countries and territories. DHL Express has also signed a 10-year sustainable aviation fuel offtake agreement with Dubai-based SAF-1, securing 250,000 metric tons of SAF from Plant Bahrain production facility starting in 2028. The deal marks the first Middle East SAF plant to join DHL's global supply network and supports the company's target of raising SAF usage to 30% by 2030. The SAF volumes will be integrated into DHL's Go Green Plus program to help customers reduce Scope 3 emissions. AP Moller Maersk reported a 20% rise in Q1 2026 air freight volumes to 82,000 tons, driven by AI-related cargo demand and stronger transatlantic charter activity. Air freight revenue increased 10% to $1.8 billion, while disruptions linked to the Middle East conflict pushed air cargo rates higher toward the end of the quarter. Meanwhile, air charter service reported a 35% rise in first quarter revenue to $380 million, supported by strong air cargo and group charter demand. Cargo charter activity increased more than 70%, driven by supply chain disruptions linked to the Iran conflict, storm Mata, and port closures in Morocco, while time-critical logistics demand also strengthened. International Airlines Group also reported a 77.3% rise in Q1 operating profit to €351 million, despite weaker air cargo performance. Cargo revenue fell 13.5% to €275 million as cargo volumes and yields declined amid stabilizing freight rates, a weaker US dollar and flight disruptions linked to the Middle East conflict. Brussels Airport handled nearly 74,000 tons of cargo in April 2026, marking a 6.2% year-on-year increase. Total flown cargo rose 6.4%, driven by strong momentum in the full freighter segment, which surged 23.5%, largely due to increased volumes moving to and from Asia on dedicated freighter aircraft. The integrator segment contributed modest growth of 1.9% to the overall flown cargo increase. However, belly cargo declined 8%, directly attributed to cancelled passenger flights to the Middle East amid the ongoing regional conflict, with suspended services to Tel Aviv and Doha reducing available belly hold capacity significantly during the month. Asia and North America were the dominant import and export regions, both recording strong growth. Africa also featured as a key import origin. Trucked cargo volumes rose 5.2%, complementing the strong air cargo performance. Cargo flight movements increased 5.4% year-on-year, reflecting the airport's expanding role as a major European freight hub. As Hong Kong Air Cargo Terminals Limited approaches its 50th anniversary in 2026, the company said in its Sustainability Report 2025 that it is expanding sustainability, cargo safety and emissions reduction measures across Super Terminal 1 at Hong Kong International Airport. Hactl said the program supports its long-term strategy of positioning the terminal as a green cargo hub. Hactl said a major focus area during 2025 was the wider adoption of renewable diesel for ground service equipment through a partnership with Shell. The company also expanded its intelligent cargo thermal detection system to include bulk cargo screening during cargo acceptance, strengthening monitoring of hazardous shipments and lithium battery cargo before aircraft loading. The company said operational safety, emergency preparedness, and digital governance remain priorities across cargo handling activities. Hactl reported a 69% reduction in work-related injuries since 2018 and said it strengthened safety controls through real-time monitoring systems, emergency response exercises, and new certifications, including IATA Security Management Systems and ISO 27001 accreditation. Thank you for joining us on this week's Cargo Shots. Stay updated by hitting the subscribe button on our YouTube channel and visiting www.stattimes.com for daily news updates. We will be back next week with a new episode of Cargo Shots featuring more interesting stories.
You've been watching Cargo Shots from the Start Times, presented by Hactl. See you next week with more updates from the air cargo and logistics industry.